Good morning, welcome to Instagram Live again, another Friday. We've got a little bit of a panel here. Introducing Luke Hilton,
Morning,
about to get married to
followers.
Rachel King.
Yeah.
Dr. Alan Frogley, ex-jockey turned vet, Worst Cross and Racing. Al.
Good morning.
Lobby, tipping extraordinaire, self-titled.
Yes, I know you're hanging on for my tips. They'll be there shortly.
And Ashish Kumar, underperforming 2020 cricketer. Actually, a little bit like Modi in the Indian elections. What have you got to say, Ashish?
Very happy Modi won the elections.
Yeah, no majority. And Bobby, anything to add? Have you finalised the finishing touches on the masterpiece for tomorrow morning?
Yeah, just about.
Come on, a little bit more enthusiastic. Now, what have we got to report during the week, Luke?
Yeah, it's a pretty quiet week this week.
Wedding still proceeding?
Yeah, at this stage, yes.
Yes.
I leave on Sunday, so I'm a little bit in holiday mode at the moment. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, mate, you've been in holiday mode your whole life and nothing changes. Somebody has to pick up the slack. Alan, what have you got to report? Just been in Turkey. Erdogan, how was our man Erdogan?
Yeah, well, he's great. He's up for election. He may not get re-elected either. You know, he's in trouble. But there's a question I had to put to Luke. Is Rachel going to become Rachel Hilton, or are you becoming Luke King?
Don't be silly, Alan. I'll be Luke King. I know where I stand now.
Right. So we've got all the runners for the books. 3 stakes over the weekend. Come on, let's go. Move on. Now, team, feel free to help yourself. Only a tap of the card. We go in. It's a little bit like Lake Warwick Farm at the moment. Sydney is very wet. And it's not very pleasant. But I think the weather looks to get a little bit better maybe over the weekend. Farnbury's going to run on Monday. Derby Racing, promising stayer. Still needs to learn a bit. Omzaki being disappointing. What do we got down here, Luke? Any questions? No questions.
Next week you'll go to Brisbane.
He's I Know a Star, so he's possibly going to run in the Wayne Wilson. He, of course, was very good 2 weeks ago. And I must say, last week I thought Steffi Magnetica ran very well in the Fred Best. She was on the wrong part of the track, and it was very wet. But one of the part owners of Allegron, Alan Frogley, what did you make of him last week?
Oh, I thought he was fantastic. You know, he just finished off that 2400 like he just wants further, and that's why we're pretty confident, and hopefully he will run well in the Brisbane Cup.
Yeah, you're part owner, right? So
yes.
Big sling for the trainer.
Horse we did surgery on, and he's responded really well.
Yeah, he's done a really good job, and I think he'll be very hard to beat in the Brisbane Cup. So 3 good chances up there next Saturday. Steffi Magnetica in the Stradbroke. Zach Lloyd rides Allegron in the Brisbane Cup. Dylan Gibbons sticks with him, and of course the Wayne Wilson with I Know a Star. So I think he'll be a good chance. Come down here, horse that's come back very well is Suasive. I think he looks good. He's in for a good prep. He'll definitely be city class, and really excited to get this bloke back. Cabalis, he's a stunning son of I'm Invincible. He looks absolutely fantastic. He's come back bigger and stronger. Of course, his last start, he was a very good third in the English $1 Million race down the straight, and prior to that he won the Eskimo Front, sat deep and really put them away in a stride or two. So I think he's an extremely promising horse for Derby, and he looks fantastic. So can't wait to get him up. We'll just make sure he has a really good base before possibly kicking off. Maybe even looking at some of the Melbourne sprint races early on. So yeah, it really makes it a little bit easier to get up in the morning when you've got a nice horse such as this bloke. Here we go, coming down here. Unfortunately the trials were on the poly track today. We've got Shalailed here. He's won his last couple. He was a good pickup online. He's won that money back, so he could possibly run either Saturday or Monday. So we'll just see what happens. He can handle a wet track. He's only had the one trial though, so that's what probably gives me... I'd be a little bit wary about that with the one trial.
Wednesday or next Saturday?
Father's Day, he's nominated for Wednesday or possibly next Saturday. He went really good last time, and I think he's trained on nicely. We've got Ziggy. He's penciled in to run tomorrow, and he didn't have a lot of luck last time, so I think out to the 2000 tomorrow he should be able to roll along. What do you make of him tomorrow, Luke?
Yeah, race wasn't run to suit. It'd be nice and positive tomorrow. If he can, on a demanding track, he'll stay all day, so I think he's a good chance.
Luke, what do you make of the Flemington runners?
Well, Disneck, he's been in some good form. His run at Scone was outstanding. I think the straight will suit him. 1200's his go. He'll get back and finish off really well. He just loves a dry track, and he's going to get that in Melbourne. Baby Ride will improve out of sight up to the 2000. Likes a dry track as well, that's why he's down there. And Fairway Star was a sneaky run at Scone. She's actually going really well, sticky gate, but if she gets back and they run along, she'll finish off hard, and I think she's not out of it.
Yeah, and I think I agree. I think all three probably will appreciate a much better track. So they've arrived down, staying with Trent and Natalie at Cranbourne. Trent said they turned up in good order, got off the float, looked very well. Here's a horse I think will run a really good race tomorrow. Hollywood Hero, Bailey Wheeler rides him. Had a few weeks between runs, but he's very well and should be able to get a good run. It's probably going to run like a mile. I think we've had close to 60 mils overnight at Randwick. So I think he'll be very hard to beat, or he's a good each-way chance. And in an open race, it's hard to go in too confident tomorrow, but he's very well. All in the mind, he's going to run on Monday. Had a long time off with an injury, but he seems to be going well, and he's definitely, his work on Tuesday was good, so he's not out of it, and he's fit enough. So we come up, pick up the tab. He's a nice horse. He's just come back. Here's Iona Merck, and he's in really good order in the Bob Charlie Stakes tomorrow. Still a tough enough race, and there's a little bit of wet track form there too. So I think he is a good chance. I'd love him to go really well. We could possibly look at a stakes race in Queensland, and then maybe an option or two in the spring. Luke.
He's come on really well from that first up effort. He just probably peaked on his run late, but he'd be fitter tomorrow, and a very good chance.
Yeah, and we've got Star Deal here, who's a lovely son of Dundeel. He's in the first race tomorrow, so we've just got to weigh up whether we go around. But he trialled on Monday and looked to get through the track pretty well. I do think he's a very promising horse with plenty of quality, Luke.
Yeah, exciting horse. He trialled outstanding in 2 trials. Yeah, heavy tracks, bit of a tough ask for a 2-year-old, but if he goes round, he'll be in the finish.
You know, War Eternal, he's in it against Hollywood Hero. He's got 3 kilos off. I think he's a good chance tomorrow. He's up and going, he's fit. He'll be strong at the 1400 and can get through a wet track, so not out of it. Looking forward to that. What else have we got? War Eternal looked good last start. There we go, Troy. Thoughts? I think he's a good chance. Christian, 1200 Picasso's Dream next start. Tough to find races, full stop, so we'll take what we can get. She was okay, Picasso's Dream, ran an okay third. She generally takes a few runs to really improve and get to her best though, so that gives us a little bit of confidence. Righto, Lobby, what everyone's been waiting for. What do you got for us?
Well, I think you've got to follow what he goes. I think the favourite in that race, overrated Queenslander, that yellow brick. I think Waddy goes would pick him up and carry him.
Just like the state of origin. I know you're a big the overrated Queenslanders, right?
Well, they are overrated.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. What was the final score? 36-12.
Yeah, you're playing 12 men, see? So, yeah. But anyway, we won't go into that.
Ill discipline, you've been noted for a bit of
into that. But anyway, you've got to be on Waddy goes again. I think Iona Merck is my moral for the week. I think the race sets up beautifully. There's a few more scratchings at the moment, so he'll come in a few gates. I think he's just too good for them, Iona Merck. And if the 2-year-old starts, very nice horse. So,
righto, Lobby, thank you. Thanks. Let's go. What else have we got? We cut through to the other side. Here we go. Mr. Consistent Highlights. 3 weeks in a row. Is he fit? Yes, he is. Is he tough? Yes, he is. What's your thoughts, Luke?
Yeah, he's been super honest, and he'll be honest again tomorrow. He does love to get his toe in the ground, and they don't call you Backup Baker for nothing. This is the example.
Yeah, well, he's travelled up from Melbourne in good order, and he ran super last week. So I think he looks to get through a wet track too. He's only had one start on a soft 7, and he was a dominant winner. So I think that gives us a little bit more confidence. And what's a pretty tough race. Regimental Colours, she trialled really well during the week. Tarashok, he could possibly run next Saturday, going well. And here we go, Passagada. So she's entered for 2 races, both Saturday at Ramwick and also Monday at Canterbury. So we'll just weigh it up. We'll have a good look at how the track is. She's going really well. Of course, her first 2 starts this prep, 2 solid seconds, and she looks fantastic. Luke?
Yeah, I think she's going really well. I think she's in sort of better form than she has been. She's improving all the time. I think if she runs tomorrow, she'll be hard to beat. And if she runs on Monday, I think the 1100 at Canterbury will suit as well.
Right. And as we come up here, Lobby wants to get back in. We've had enough of Lobby.
No, we've got one more tip.
One more tip. Be good to your family and
Don't forget Dishnick in Melbourne, straight 6, Flemington, shooting down to the ground.
And here we go, another lovely filly's back in, Infatuation. She did a really good job last time in, so she's going to have a good solid build up and probably look to kick off maybe the very back end of July, but more than likely early in the new season. So she's had a good break, she'll be fresh as ever, and my racehorse continue to do a really good job. So we've got some nice horses, including one of the Triple Crown winners in America, the Preakness, I think it was, and Bonita Queen, nice filly. And Oh Invincible, very well bred filly. Schnitzel Vidora trialled well on Monday. We got trials in the all weather, and that's about it. Any more questions, folks? Mark, thanks for the message. Yeah, we'll hope to have a really good weekend. Not a Infatuation target, we'll just bring her along and try and win some races. Obviously she's a black type filly and free chasing, but good luck over the weekend. Have a great weekend, and we'll be in touch. We'll go to Ashish for the last word, and Steph, last word. Instagram Live, who's the winner for the weekend?
I like Hollywood Hero.
Hollywood Hero.
Boss?
Becker in the last, Flemington, Disney.
There we go.
I like
Ashish, mate, you got a few hairs out of place.
I'll fix it.
See you, team.